show you how to edit our next image, which I think I called this one Little Princess, maybe something like that. So I'm going to just pull up the images into Photoshop that I kind of narrowed it down to, and let's give it a second to pull them up. So the inspiration for this image was kind of royalty was kind of the idea that we were going for. Our model Lily had this dress and she wanted to wear it. And so I had this little green cape and I thought it was cute and this little flower thing. And so we just kind of went with it, and I threw her in front of this background that I hadn't shot yet, and you can tell I'm a total crooked shooter, but it's okay. So I did go through already and kind of narrow it down to a few, and then I'm going to choose my favorite one. So this is kind of how I do it. I like this one more than this one. So I like the first one better than this one. So I'll get rid of that one. I feel about this. I don't know. That's a maybe. How do I feel about this one? Nah, not that one. Still liking that one the most. Okay, this one I really like. So we're gonna keep that one in the running. And this one, nah. And this one I like. And that one I like too. Which one do I like between those two? Probably this one. Okay. Go to this one. I like that one. I kind of like how long her neck looks. So maybe. And this one, she does look very pretty, and I know Lily's gonna like that one a lot. Maybe. And then that one, so we'll get rid of that one. All right, so got it narrowed down to these. Which one do I want to show you guys? How I edit it. I really like this one. Like that one more than that one. So let's get rid of that one. And then that one's just very pretty. Yeah, get rid of it. Okay, that one, this one, I'm gonna get rid of that one now because I've decided I like the other ones better. And then there's that one. I'm gonna get rid of it. And now we're down to that one or this one. Eek. Okay, I'm having a hard time with this, so I don't usually crop right away, but I'm going to because I'm having a hard time deciding. Because cropping could help me make some decisions here. I don't typically shoot on backgrounds like this. I bought this one and thought I would give it a try. I feel like it kind of limits you on what you can do as far as changing it, extending it, and whatnot. And I usually just add my own textures and different things to my photographs. But I went with it. I'm not going to go all the way in though, because if I need to liquify, I want to be able to do that. Okay. So that's what we'd be looking at with that one. And with this one, take that, come in this way, straighten it out a little bit. Oh, let's see here. Okay, I think it's gonna be, I think we're going for this one. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm not gonna crop it just yet because I want to go into Liquify first. first. So the first part of this that I'm going to show you is I like to just get my eye kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but I need it to look right to me as far as like form and all of that stuff. And so I knew when I did her hair that I was definitely going to do some big changes in Photoshop with it to get it the way I wanted it to look. Now, how much is too much? Totally up to you on your own personal style. I have in my brain what I want this to look like, so that's what I'm going to create. And it can be as crazy or as normal as you want. So, okay, I just used the forward work tool to fix her hair, and I'll show you. That's what I wanted it to look like. And unfortunately, because I'm not a hair and makeup artist, I didn't make that happen, but I got it pretty close. Now this, I know I want to be bigger, so I'm going to I used the forward work tool to kind of shape it the way I wanted it to be more. But I'm going to actually go in and use the bloat tool to blow it up bigger. And so, because I really wanted this to be really big on the side of her head. So I'm just going to bloat that all up. And good, I like that. Okay. When you're working with backgrounds that have print on it, it definitely limits your abilities to get in here and kind of work with it. Okay, so you see I've just taken her neck in just a little bit, right? She didn't have anything wrong with her neck. I'm just going for an overall shape, right? This is my art piece, so I can make it look like what I want to. And so that's what I'm doing. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to shape her. She is very tiny. She's not like at all overweight, but for this particular one, I want her to be a little more just narrow, just for the overall shape, the effect of the shape. So I just took in her kind of back area, and I'm gonna do this with the forward work tool. I'm gonna make it really big and push her in. And I'm gonna grab this and pull it all back out. And I might even extend it just a tiny bit. So we got a little bit more to work with, because I really was hoping to crop this horizontally, but we'll see. Okay. And there we go. So I'm going to turn that off and on and see how that looks. So I'm liking the overall shape of it. I do want to work on her face just a little bit. So because I like all of that, I'm going to hit OK, bring it back into Photoshop, but then I'm going to go back into Liquify to work on her features. So this particular image, it does recognize her face. See, it says face aware Liquify, and it sees her face, and so you can actually very easily change stuff. So like I said, with a art piece, I have the freedom to do what I want to create my vision. For a actual portrait, you obviously want it to look like the people. I do typically bring it into Photoshop and slightly enlarge their eyes. And when I say slightly, I might like go like this. So I don't know if you can see. It's just the smallest difference. However, one of the things I love about Lily are these giant eyeballs that she has, and I just want to emphasize that a little bit more. So you can affect their smile, which doesn't always look real, but doesn't hurt to play with just a little bit. I am going to possibly enlarge her lips just a little bit. you can bring their jawline in or make it bigger. And so for me, I'm really going for shape. And so I will see, because now to me, I like it when I pull it in just a little bit, right? She's got this super long neck and this big poofy hair, and I just like that a lot better. So how do I feel about that? Yes, that is what I'm looking for. Now that I've done that, I'm going to crop, and I'm gonna see if I can get away with cropping this way with this one, and I possibly could, but I think I'm gonna go this way with it. Bring it in nice and close to her, and see where I want to crop it. So I do usually like to leave a little room around. I don't like to go in super tight because I like to add textures, especially when I'm doing the more painterly look. And even though this has a print on it, I am going to attempt to use a texture on it. I think it'll still look good. So there. I'm going to just start with that. I think it looks really good. So I'll show you where we started and where we're at. Now the next step that I'm going to go into is going to be skin editing. And so I'm going to actually do that on a different video for you guys. So look for part 2 of, what are we calling this one? Little Princess. We'll call this one Little Princess. Look for part 2 of that.